Chosen one, stop scrolling. Not later, not after another video. Right now. Pause for a moment and give me your full attention, because what you are about to hear is not random, it is not coincidence, and it is not simply another message passing through your screen. This moment was arranged long before today ever arrived. Heaven has been waiting for this exact second to reach you. Yes, you. Before you even opened this video, something in your spirit was already stirring. Maybe you felt a pull you could not explain. Maybe your finger paused over the screen longer than usual. Maybe something inside you whispered, "Listen." That whisper was not your imagination. Chosen one, this message found you because heaven scheduled it for you. Not yesterday, not last year, not at the beginning of your struggle, but now, because now you are ready. You see, there are things God could not reveal to you earlier. Not because you were forgotten, not because you were unworthy, but because some truths carry weight, and weight requires strength. And strength is not given overnight. Strength is built through storms. Think back to everything you have survived. The battles that came out of nowhere. The disappointments that broke your heart. The moments when people you trusted turned their backs on you. There were nights when you sat alone wondering why your life felt so different from everyone else's. Nights when the silence from heaven felt heavy. Nights when you prayed and felt like your words disappeared into the air. But even in those moments, something inside you refused to completely give up. You were wounded, but you were still standing. And that is why this message is reaching you now. Because you survived the part of the story that was meant to break you. Chosen one, many people never make it through that part. Some walk away from their faith, some close their hearts forever. Some allow bitterness to become their identity, but you didn't. Even when you questioned everything, you still searched for God. Even when the road became dark, you still walked forward. Even when people misunderstood you, you still carried love in your heart. And heaven saw all of it. Every tear, every silent prayer, every moment when you kept believing, even when nothing made sense. None of it was ignored. None of it was wasted. In fact, something extraordinary was happening behind the scenes. While you thought you were simply trying to survive, heaven was preparing you. Chosen one, the truth is this: you were never fighting just to survive. You were being trained for something greater. Look at the story of Joseph. When Joseph received dreams from God as a young man, those dreams were powerful. They revealed a future filled with authority and purpose. But the dream did not immediately become reality. Instead, Joseph was betrayed by his own brothers. He was thrown into a pit. He was sold into slavery. He was falsely accused and thrown into prison. Years passed in silence. If someone had looked at Joseph during those years, they might have thought his life was a failure. But heaven knew the truth. Those years were not punishment. They were preparation. Joseph had to become the man who could carry the destiny God had written for him. And chosen one, the same pattern has been unfolding in your life. The betrayal you experienced was not meaningless. The doors that closed were not accidents. The delays that frustrated you were not signs that heaven had forgotten you. They were training. Every hardship was shaping your character. Every challenge was strengthening your spirit. Every lonely season was teaching you how to rely on God instead of the approval of people. And slowly, quietly, something inside you changed. You became stronger than you used to be. You became wiser. You became more aware of the spiritual world around you. The things that once distracted you no longer hold the same power. The opinions of people no longer control your decisions. Your heart has begun to align with something deeper. That is why heaven is speaking now, because you have reached a point of spiritual maturity. Chosen one, the season you are stepping into is different from everything that came before it. For years, it felt like you were pushing against invisible resistance. No matter how hard you tried, progress seemed slow. Doors stayed closed. Opportunities disappeared. People who should have supported you walked away. But the resistance you felt was not proof that you were going the wrong direction. It was proof that your life carries significance. The enemy does not waste energy attacking ordinary destinies. He fights the people whose purpose will influence others, and that is why your path has felt different. Chosen one, something is shifting around you right now. You may not see it fully yet, but the atmosphere around your life is changing. The pressure you have been feeling recently, that was the final resistance before the breakthrough. The exhaustion in your spirit, that was the last attack before elevation. The confusion you experienced, that was the final test before clarity. Heaven waited until you survived the hardest part. And now a new chapter is beginning. In this new season, doors will begin to open in ways you did not expect. Opportunities will appear that you did not chase. People who once ignored you will suddenly recognize the value you carry. Divine connections will enter your life at the right moment. Your purpose will become clearer with each step forward. And the gifts God placed inside you will begin to rise to the surface. Chosen one, the same strength that carried you through the storm will now carry you into your calling. You are not the same person you were a few years ago. The pain changed you. The waiting changed you. The lessons changed you. And because of that transformation, you are now able to handle what God is about to release into your life. Many people want the blessing, but they do not want the process. They want the crown without the training. They want the reward without the preparation. But heaven works differently. God prepares the person before releasing the promise. And you have been in preparation for longer than you realized. That preparation is ending. Chosen one, your next season will not look like your past. Where there was confusion, there will be clarity. Where there was heaviness, there will be peace. Where there was delay, there will be sudden movement. This does not mean life will become perfect, but it means you will begin to see the purpose behind everything you experienced. The pieces of your story will begin to connect. The struggles that once felt meaningless will reveal the strength they built inside you. And the calling that once felt distant will start to feel real. Chosen one, heaven scheduled this moment because your spirit needed confirmation. Confirmation that you were not imagining the calling inside you. Confirmation that your life carries purpose. Confirmation that the years of struggle were not wasted. You are entering a season where alignment will replace confusion, where clarity will replace doubt, where purpose will replace wandering. The road ahead will require courage, but you are no longer the person who started this journey. You are stronger now. You are wiser now. And most importantly, you are ready now. Chosen one, if something in your spirit feels stirred by this message, that is not coincidence. That is recognition. Your soul recognizing the truth that has been waiting to reach you. Before you leave this message, take a moment and declare it with faith. Write in the comments, "I am ready for the season God prepared for me." And if this message touched your heart, press like so it can reach other chosen ones who are waiting for confirmation just like you. Subscribe if you have not already.